Hello everyone. So here I am after such a long time of 3 months. So finally I am here as we know that we already have passed like 3 months. Sorry, this half of the year is already has already been passed, and since 3 months it's been 3 months since I made any video regarding my books, regarding my reviews, my book hauls, my reading track. Everything was just lost. But that doesn't mean that I haven't read anything. So just let me like be clear to you all that I have completed I have read around 16 or 18 books so far, like in these past 6 months. And today I'm just going to today I'm just going to show you some of them, like the books which I have read. So let me just begin with my favorite author, like one of my favorite authors of thrillers after Agatha Christie, obviously. So this is Frida McFadden, The Crash by Frida McFadden. Okay, so I'm not going to go deeper into the book, like the story and the plot and the reviews, because that I have saved for later. Today I am just only going to name the books which I have read. So I hope that this video doesn't go that long. I do not intend to make it longer for you, but just the books names and the writers for today, that the books which I have read in these past 6 months. So the first one is The Crash by Frida McFadden, and then comes again. So there are basically a lot of Frida McFadden books which I have read because I absolutely completely in love with her writing. The next one is Frida McFadden's Tenant, and it's a mind boggling and it's really unputdownable. It's really amazing because this is one of her new latest latest book, latest published. But this is really great and it totally set the bar high for her upcoming novels. Now comes my favorite tragedy king, Thomas Hardy, and Thomas Hardy's Desperate Remedy. So it really had been on my TBR for so long, and it really had been on my to get list also. So finally, I guess in April or May, I read this, and I got this in the same month. So yes, I'm a typical reader who buys books and who just reads new books which she buys rather than completing her previous TBR. I am guilty as charged, but I really have no regrets. So yeah. Next one is again a Frida McFadden book. This is The Locked Door. This is really amazing. I read it recently, and The Locked Door really has a lot to say. But it was easy to guess who is the murderer, who's the villain, and who's the serial killer. Yep. The next one is The Perfect Son. The Perfect Son is a great book. I mean, I could not guess even till the end that who is going to turn out as the culprit. So this is really this is really intriguing, and this will really hold you to, your edge. The next one is, yes, my Holly Jackson's Five Survive. Yeah, I loved her A Good Guy's Girl too, like Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and this just came after that, like in my reading list. So this was also amazing. It was a bit lengthy, but it was all I had. It is all I had to say about it. But this is really right. It's really amazing. It's really engaging. If you are a new reader or if you are a starter, so you could grab this one to build up your interest in reading. Yeah, totally. This one is The Surrogate Mother. This was also a quite lengthy, I mean quite boring. The plot was not moving for a long time, and it was very easy to guess who's going to turn out as the culprit. But it has a sweet, beautiful ending and a very satisfying plot. Very satisfying, very complete. It doesn't leave any void for you to actually guess also, but also to complete or fill in with some logics and some opinions. This is amazing. The next one is again a Frida McFadden one. I told you this whole series is going to be like half of the books, more than the half of the books which I read this year was of Frida McFadden, because I absolutely in love with her writing. I absolutely in love with this rhythm and the sync which I create while reading her, because I work and read and read and work and read. I mean, there is an algorithm I follow. Work, read, eat, sleep. This should be on everyone's, routine, because reading is really becoming important, and people are really reading these days. Like people have started reading because, and not the ebooks, the paperbacks actually, because everybody now realize that what it feels to hold the book and sniff the pages and turn the leaves and just put a bookmark in between the pages and the lines and just make a note of that. It's really amazing. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so this was The Wife Upstairs, and it was also very easy one to guess. See, now when you read tragedies, and then you like switch back to these mystery thrillers and these serial killer murderers, these murder mysteries. So you kind of get a little bit detective, like you kind of develop that instinct where you follow your intuition, and then half of your predictions and half of your premonitions really turn right, and you get that detective character in you, your inner Sherlock Holmes or Vyamakesh Bakshi awakes. Yes, this one, The Housemaid's Wedding. So it is the final edge. I mean, this is the final one to the series which I read in the previous year. Housemaid series by Frida McFadden, the first ever book which I picked up in that time, and it was also amazing. It basically a very popular one. You can find amazing reviews about it on Amazon. So this was just a closure I felt for that book. You can also read it in between the books, but I just felt it because it talks about the wedding story of Enzo and Millie, your favorite my favorite characters from the book, and you will also love them. So just let me know if you want any book recommendation. I might pop up in the next okay, so I might appear again soon. No, I will not going to, I'm not going to be going to take 3 months, 3 long months to take to just do a comeback. So yeah, these books, I don't know how much of these are like okay, so you guys haven't just, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, around 10 11 books these are. And let's wait for another series of me showing you the books which I read this year so far. And total it is 18 or 19. The one I'm reading these days is Professor by Charlotte Bronte, and yeah, that makes it 19 or 20. Okay, so thank you for bearing me.